Hello and welcome to another Runeterra game, and this time it's the final game in the Dongle League. We have Decentman versus Sith Holocron, and Decentman is playing his Anivia Tryndamere deck and Sith Holocron is on Draven Darius. So Sith Holocron wants to finish fast and Decentman wants to pace out the game, so let's jump right into it. You can start the game. Okay. You started already? Perfect. Good luck, have fun, guys. Okay, so we are looking at Decentman's perspective. Oh, sorry. Misclicked. Have to full screen here so you can see everything perfectly. It's without sound, but some music will help. Okay, both of these guys made some great performances. Sith Holocron went did not win every game, but made the cut and won the quarterfinals and the semifinals. And now he's facing Decentman, who is a Masters player, and Sith Holocron is a Gold player. So let's see how that will play out. Sith Holocron told me he's kind of feared by this deck since it's hard to beat that deck with his Darius Draven deck. Okay, so in Decentman's hand, we have two options he can do here. He will probably go for the Sentry. Since it's his turn, he does not have to freeze and he doesn't play anything. Okay, so he goes for the Crystal probably next round to get as much use out of it as possible. Receiving some damage here, that's 5 more, so he's at 12. And we see the Cataclysm being played. Yeah, usually it's good, I figured, to play it as early as possible, and that's what Decentman does here. Okay, and he gets up to 15 again, so here's a Vile Beast so he can heal, and there's a nice blocker and buffer. Will he go for, he could go for an attack, but then he could lose this thing to a transfusion. Sith has 3 transfusions, as you saw in the beginning in his deck. Okay, so is he going to attack? Yes, since now he has not to fear any transfusion and he will kill a unit, which is that thing. Okay, interesting choice by Sith to block with that. And now he can swing in for 4, 8, 9 damage. That brings him down to 6. No, to 8, 9. Okay, when he heals with the Vile Beast, and he gets a Spider to be able to block some more. And he can heal himself, he can Ruination. Okay, so he's okay. Noxian Fervor stops the healing and deals 3 more damage, so that's great. He could go for the kill here and prevent that damage. Yeah, he will. Okay, well played, well played. That counters that thing, and now Sith Holocron has nothing to do. He could have played Transfusion if he had it, but he probably didn't. That would have been a great chain. Okay, and here's the Soul Gorger and the Bartender guy, so he can heal a lot and freeze someone next round, so that's going to be tough for Sith. Even though he took him down to 9 already. Goes up to 12. And then he can play the Soul Gorger next round to block. And the freeze guy. Okay, and that's 4 more damage. It goes down to 8 again. And now he's probably thinking about playing the Sentry to have another blocker. Okay, if he attacks here, he could lose his Tavern Keeper to a transfusion, but there is no transfusion. He's a Decimate. Okay, so this is getting close. He's in Decimate kill range now, so he has to play another blocker and hope for Sith to not have a Decimate next round, since he would have nothing to do against that, at least right now. Okay, looking at his at the plate cards. Now he's thinking about his options, probably, since if he plays him, he wastes the freeze. And he can, okay. Yeah, so Sith swings in here. Probably he's looking for a Noxian Fervor. Noxian Fervor, is that something he can stop? No, Noxian Fervor wins the game here. Okay, so that's game 1. Well played by both of these guys. Okay, awesome. So probably the Soul Gorger would have been the better choice to heal up next round, but you never know. Okay, so we go straight into game. Let's have a look again at the deck list while we're waiting. We have Anivia Tryndamere. Did not see Tryndamere once in these games. Usually you see Braum in that deck, so that's interesting. Everything else is known. War Mother scored three times is unusual as well. At least for my eyes. I don't see that card very often. But when it comes to that point, yeah, you basically won, I think. You can live through the early and mid game with that deck. Okay, now we have the Sentry again, and it's the same start for Sith. He swings in for 3 damage, and that's 17. The Crystal is there again, so he will probably pass again to play it next round. Yeah, that's what he does. And the Soul Gorger actually is great. When he can play him, that's takes Sith game way back. Okay, so it's 2 healing, 3, 4 healing cards. And there's quite similar looking board state as we had before, except no Disciple, and the Disciple did a lot last time. I think it did 2 and 4, so 6, and the 2 from the other thing. So yeah, that's a great move. He heals and kills 2 units. He's at 18 here. He will receive 4. So 14. And next round, the Crystal can heal a bit, and well, but still that could be a dangerous move, since Sith could flood the board there. But if he does, he has a Vile Beast for the next round, so he will kill off one of the small things at least. Okay, so he does not feel free to use that right now. Disciple, 2 Disciples coming up. Okay, the Disciple, the best card in the game, some people say. Okay, more healing, so a Drain and a Draven. Okay, so now what would you kill? Would you kill Draven or would you kill a Disciple? Since he wants to block the Bolt Thrower to kill it, that will be 2, 4, 7 And another X. A lot of damage, so he goes down to 7, can heal a little. So grasp is his. He chooses the grasp and the Vile Beast on that thing. Yeah, to heal again. He can't hear me, by the way. We can hear his clicks. As you. So I would mute him, but I don't want to mess up the thing. The view. Yeah, and he played the train to have another block already. Okay, well played. So he kills that off and receives just some damage. It goes to 9. Next round he can kill a unit. Yeah, he could. But why should he kill a disciple? The Soul Gorger is the much better option. And then he can use the crystal next round if Sith does not have the best units. But if Sith can play Darius here, that brings him into a good position. Sith has a spell in hand. Not to be played yet. Or is it? It is. Okay, so Decimate. Okay. Since he can't attack here next round, since with the disciples, will he block? Probably not. He needs them to deal damage. Goes up to 8 again. So that Decimate basically just dealt 1 damage. Which is a trait? Ooh, Avalanche. A trait Decentman likes to take. So another Soul Gorger maybe, or the crystal. Yeah, the second Soul Gorger enters the board here, and that's okay. And another ballista. Okay. So yeah, Draven needs to come up soon. So these ballistas will be blocked. Disciples come through, so he heals more than he receives. So not the best attack here. But he has to deal some damage. At least the damage went into the Gorgers, who will die next round and not block as much overwhelm as they did here, which was 8 damage. Okay, and 6 more healing, so he's at 16, I think. Yeah, the Gorger is card of the match here, since it healed. How much is it? 3, 9, and 15 already. Not bad. Yeah, and now he has a board state that can't be overwhelmed with in that state of the game. Especially with Sith just having 1 card. The second one is a Whirling Axe, which at the moment does nothing. And another healing. Yeah, perfect. So that's a crystal healed up. All the tools he needs in hand. He even has the Tryndamere, who he can use to block or attack, and there's the War Mother score. So that will be the classical nail in the coffin. Okay, we have Draven on the field, but his brother is what Sith Holocron needs. His brother. To have a slight chance. No, I don't want to be pessimistic, but out of Sith's perspective, this looks really grim. I think he should surrender here. Could, not should. He could. I want to see more gameplay, so keep playing. Don't surrender. Not that anyone hears me. Okay, so round 10. Round 10 is what Decentman likes to hear. Now he can play War Mother Skull or Tryndamere. Both great choices. He goes for Tryndamere, and swings in. And what's here? Harrowing, maybe? A harrowing? No. A transfusion. Okay, some more damage. And a decimate. Okay, so he throws all his stuff on the table and then will probably hit that button after the swing. Okay, so Soul Gorgeous first, then Tryndamere. Everything dies here. Tryndamere survives, but deals 8 damage, and that's, yeah, an X. Okay, why not? Goes out in style. Okay. Doesn't even kill the Soul Gorgers, so they will heal even more. They have healed more than the Nexus right now. And there's a surrender. Okay. So that wasn't fast enough by Sith, and well played by Decentman, who will I will mute now. Mute him. I'll just make this. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So great to have 3 games. We have Sith Holocron against Ur. Who is that? So let's just mute. We have Sith Holocron and Decentman and Duke out the 3rd game. So it's 1-1. They are throwing these pictures at each other, the emotes, and show off that they have spent some money on this game. Yep. Okay, and there's not as many healing cards in Decentman's hand, and again Sith starts with quite similar setup, but she will die here and not deal any damage. And the spider blocks that guy, so that's 2. Yeah, was the good choice. A good choice. And we have the Avorasan Sentry. I will just call him Sentry as I did before. Legion Grenadier. Okay. And there's attack, and he will block. That's surprising, but probably the best, since otherwise he would have blocked in the next round and not received the damage. Does not receive the damage. There's the first ballista. We saw a lot of them, but that ballista will die immediately to a drain. Okay, and this game we will probably see Nivea. Okay, 3 more damage into that. It looks like Sith is just throwing his cards at him. Not much he can do. Okay, and the pass. Interesting that he doesn't play the archer. Saves him for now. So that shows that that was a great choice. Now he can freeze to 6-4 and slow him down even more. Okay. Okay, Imperial Demolitionist. You want to play him, her, usually on the Disciple. But there's no Disciple on the field, so that's why he plays it on that thing. So he's thinking about throwing up down the sentry or the avalanche, but there's no way he would play an avalanche here. No. Just thinking about the sentry. Sorry. Yeah. I think we are at the point where we can say that Decentman is in the better spot. Maybe that's a call of Captain Obvious, but yeah. These games can turn around quickly. And I hope this one does. So we see some more gameplay. We saw a lot already. Second game went to round 10. This one is going for some while as well already. And another healing card. So yeah, Decentman is in a great spot. A really great spot. Especially if he can play Anivia here. Or the Soul Gorger will buy him even more time next round. Avalanche, just because he can. Doesn't want to waste mana. Yep. 2 more on that guy. So he can be killed off with a Vile Beast next round if he draws into 1, so that's a good choice to do. Warmother's Call, okay. All the late game cards he needs. Tryndamere, Anivia and Warmother's Call. Okay, he goes for Anivia. He does not need the Soul Gorger. Yeah, and Anivia will clear the board, yeah, obviously. How couldn't I see that? Okay, Darius. Great, we see Darius hit the field and he will jump down Anivia to an egg. If he blocks. Will he block? No, he makes him survive. Okay, well played. Good choice here. They both take just 1 damage and then can swing in next round for 6, and that's Darius level up. So that could turn the game actually. Yeah, no, the Soul Gorger can block and heal, and we have the Anivia freeze ready as well. So Decentman is quite safe. He is quite safe. The brothers hit the field. We have Draven and Darius on the field. And the kindly Tavern Keeper holds them back. Even more healing. So now he's not even in range if he could. Adds more. Okay. 2 more in the Nexus. So Sith actually has some options and sees the light. Maybe. I'm quite curious what his last card is. If it's a Harrowing, that could be nice, since Harrowing can't be stopped by Decentman except with the Anivia freeze. Okay, he kills that thing. And then he will probably block something else, since now he would let Darius level up. No, he will just freeze someone, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'd block with Anivia, the Rider, and block with the Tavern Keeper, the girl, freeze the other 2. That's what I would do. But he does decide to go a different route, which is Frostbite these 2. Then Darius will level up. He could have prevented the level up. But he kills him. No, he doesn't kill him. If he levels, he doesn't kill him. So, in my eyes, that's a mistake. But he probably knows what he's doing. Yeah, since the Avalanche kills him next round, the Darius. So That's okay. Yeah, okay. I can't, sorry. Yeah. I want to mute him, but it doesn't work. Probably do not have the rights. Sorry. Okay, so he's upset. That's what we heard. Okay. Yeah. But is it? Yeah, it was Sith's around, so Sith can. So Decentman can just throw the Soul Gorger, survive long enough, and I think with the avalanche, he kills both the brothers, and is fine. Should be fine. Yeah, I'd play the avalanche now. Or can Anivia do job as well? Avalanche into Soul Gorger attack. Yeah. Would be a shame if, or not a shame, but quite lucky if Sith had another Draven in hand. Or what could save him is a transfusion. He does not have the transfusion, so that's dead Draven and Darius. And 2-1 left. So there's the Disciple. Finally we see him at the board. The Soul Gorger. So that one mistake nearly turned the game around. Interesting. But we will probably not see one of these more. And there is another Darius. Oh my goodness. I love that game. He has another Darius. So, what is the plan here? If he attacks with the Soul Gorger, he blocks with Darius and does not have a blocker next round. Except Anivia. She has not the highest of health pools, but he kind of has to attack with Anivia to kill that 2-1. So he can't attack with the Soul Gorger to have him ready to block next round. Okay, tight. Sith is happy, I guess, that he had the second Darius in hand. A Decentman is not thinking about that. Cursing. Sorry about that. Okay, and he blocks with the Disciple. Yeah, which means 2 more damage. But the Disciple dies. And it's just Darius versus the Soul Gorger. Darius can go to 12, and that's not enough. But if Sith draws into any damage the Nexus spell, he wins here. No, he can just play one thing. So he's at 10. 4 can go through. So he needs a fervor. Or a decimate. Excuse me. Legion Rearguard is what he draws. Okay. A Decentman has another healing card, so that's going. That's really a close game. Okay, he's at 10-5. 3 go through, or 4 if he plays the Axis, and he blocks the rearguard easily with Anivia. And then the Crystal does his thing, Anivia is leveled up, and Darius dies next round. So he has this game. Okay, he's thinking about playing Tryndamere here. I'd go the safe route and play the Crystal right off the bat, why not? He has no options. He can see all the cards. Play the Crystal, be safe. Or level up Tryndamere, maybe. Yeah, that's the safer route. The more boring route, but the safer route, I guess. Okay, here comes that thing, and he does how expected. Well done. That brings him down to 6. Okay, he wants to keep the gorge alive. That's 5. Okay, so he gives him 5 damage. Then he can attack next round with the gorge and heal 6 more again. So what does that change? Yeah, he has more health next round. He's at 10. Great, well played. And that's how you can see that's a great player. He knows what he's doing. Now, is it a War Mother's Call or is it Tryndamere? I think he's in the spot to play the War Mother's Call. It's just 1 card. Okay, doing the math. I will mute him here. Why did I not get the idea? Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Yeah, he's at 10-2 now. Yeah. I think it doesn't really matter what he plays here. It does matter in a way, but it's just that's the better play since he has now he can buff a unit next round with the Tryndamere card. Swing in for the full round, kill Darius and deal 12 damage, 11 damage to the Nexus. 13, which is 13. So Noxian Fervor. Yep. Do as much as you can. No healing with the Gorger that way, so it's a good choice to block the Gorger and kill off Darius. So it's at 3 and 2. It can't get even more close. Precious pet for the safety. For the savior. Okay. Well, that's it. Now he can play the War Mother's Call just to put another nail in that already spiked coffin. War Mother's Call. Great animation. There we go. What another Soul Gorge. Okay. Yeah. He's safe. He is actually quite safe. And we get another emote. It's Draven. And here comes the swing, and that's game. So we have a champion, and the champion is called Decentman. Decentman made some great plays. One mistake, and that's fine. Can happen. Didn't even cost him the game. That's how good he played. So let's crown our champion. And if you like these games, just if you like playing in competitive games, join our league on Wednesday. Registration closes. Thank you guys for watching, and as I said, feel free to subscribe and join our league Discord channel. Link is in the description. See you soon. Dongers out.